So beautiful evening from Anik Depot. Today is 10th of August 2025. It's a Sunday and the last day of the exhibition held at Anik Depot every year on the occasion of Best Foundation Day, which is on 7th of August. The bus we see in front of us is actually a part of history. In fact, this bus was scrapped 2 years ago, but today, rather than being just in the memories, photographs and videos, it has now taken form of a museum on wheels. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Best Sangrahika. So the name Sangrahika comes with the Sanskrit and Marathi term Sangraha, which directly translates to collection. And just as the name suggests, this bus is a collection of history of the double-decker bus services operated in India. This bus is an Ashok Leyland Bharat Stage 3 diesel double-decker bus by BST. In fact, the double-decker bus on the same platform is currently running in Kochi as well as Trivandrum. And the most interesting part, these buses were built by none other than Antony Coach Builders in Rasaini, Panvel. So welcome aboard the driver cabin of this Ashok Leyland Viking Bharat Stage 3 double-decker bus. As you see, the instrument cluster has been restored to its original condition. Along with the bell-shaped horn, we fondly call as Bhopu or the gear, which surprisingly works even today. And this was quite a unique feature of the BST bus, which is the arrow. A number plate representing the 78th Best Foundation Day, celebrated on 7th August 2025. The entrance includes another important message: Q benefits all. Currently we are inside the 4007 Anik Depot, which is a double-decker bus converted into a museum on wheels. And this is probably the first in India that a double-decker bus preserved by a public transport undertaking is converted into a museum. We are welcomed with a TV screen that features best double-deckers showcased in Bollywood films. The first one being Mr. and Mrs. 55, that is currently displayed on this television. In fact, this television was gifted by a bus fan from the Best Lovers group. And the sketches you see here are made by bus enthusiast Varun Dixit. As we move along, here comes one of the most popular double-decker, which is the trailer bus. These buses were in service till the 1980s. And here comes the double-decker bus variants, which were in BST all the way from the first bus that ran in 1937 to February 2023. So here we can see some more pictures of the trailer bus that were operated by other transport organizations such as Pune, Kolkata, Bangalore, Delhi, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad and Nashik. Continuing with the picture of double-decker buses operated in other cities, one of them being Dhaka in Bangladesh. And you might be wondering, why am I including Dhaka in this? So the reason behind that is, although these buses are running in Bangladesh, but they were actually made in India. In fact, the current buses running in Bangladesh are made by Antony Coach Builders and were later exported. And who would have imagined? Even Jammu Kashmir had double-decker buses running back in the days. Some more sketches made by Varun Dixit. And what we see here is the Ashok Leyland Atlantean. The Leyland Atlantean was one of its kind double-decker bus back in the days that was rear engine as compared to the other variants that were actually front engine. Over here we can see double-decker buses in various liveries, including the green colored body, which dates back to the Second World War between 1939 and 1945. Currently the electric double-decker bus running in Mumbai has two doors, one at the front as well as in the rear. But there were certain variants in the past that were modified into a two-door bus for easier entry-exit. So along with the two doors, we come to the open deck buses of Best Undertaking. If you look at the design of the windshield, earlier the upper portion of the windshield used to open up to provide proper ventilation for the driver. But as the time passed, the windshield was modified to allow only the lower portion to open up for better ventilation. Now what do you think? Which design was better? The one with the open windshield from the upper portion or from the lower portion? Do let me know in the comments. The black and white picture in the first frame resembles the double-decker from the World War era. Back in the days, Best came up with an idea to install seats on the roof of a single deck bus. They used to run as open top buses. So it's quite an important history of the open deck buses in Best Undertaking. And welcome aboard the upper deck of the Sangrahika. I know we are currently on board the double-decker bus, but the story behind saving this is a triple-deck story. If you recall India winning the ICC T20 World Cup, the victory parade did not have BST's open-deck buses. Because the open-deck bus that have been a part of various celebrations, along with the first double-deck bus to run on Shivdi and Havasheva Sea Link, was withdrawn from service in October 2023. Farewell to the last Daimler double-decker bus. In 1937, the double-decker buses in Mumbai were introduced by Daimler, and the last of them was retired in 1972 at Mumbai Central Depot. 15th August 2023 is one of the important days in not just BST but even Mumbai's public transportation history, as 4047 Home to Marwal Depot ran for the last time between Andheri and Seeps. This was indeed end of a chapter for diesel double-decker buses that have served Mumbai for the past 87 years. But it was not the end, as the future is electric and Switch EV22 has taken over the charge that was earlier taken care by the Ashok Leyland Viking Bharat Stage 3 double-decker bus in 2008. Before the Sangrahika, these three buses were in fact saved by the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai, but are currently parked below the JJ flyover. The Sangrahika is a beautiful collection of the double-decker history as well as the present. Well, I would love to show some more on board the Sangrahika, but doing so would spoil the fun for those who are looking forward to visit Anik Depot. So Mumbaikars, do plan your visit to Anik Depot in Sion. And stay tuned for the merchandise that would be released very soon. If you enjoyed this exclusive coverage on board the Sangrahika, don't forget to like, share, comment your opinions and memories with the double-decker bus in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Gandharv Purohit signing off.